lever down. And just like that, our CPU is installed. Next, we're going to be using our CPU cooler, the Cooler Master Hyper 212 RGB Black Edition. All right, so basically you want to take this bracket here and you want to put it under, like so. And then you grab one of these screws, the smaller ones, and put it through the top. You put that through the top, this through the bottom, and then you screw it together. Obviously with the screws facing up or towards the motherboard. So this is gonna go down on the CPU, if you didn't know. And you're just gonna screw it on, just like that. Do that on both sides. All right, so once you got everything on the block installed, you got this little piece here. So on one side, it says Intel, as you can see there. On the other side, it says AMD. So you're gonna be installing the little pegs into here. And by pegs, this is what I mean. These little pieces right here. You're gonna be installing these on the AMD side. So this side is AMD. You put these in this groove. Obviously, it's not gonna go all the way through because I'm on the bench. But yeah, just like that. And you wanna keep these spread apart as far away from each other. So you're gonna do that on all four sides. And then you're gonna install a plastic piece over the corner. All right, so this is how it should look once you're finished. So on the AMD side, well, this is the side that you were installing the little things on, right? We're gonna flip it over on this side. And there's two notches on each one. So the easiest way to guide them up, use the side that's closest to the Intel mount. So you have, there's 4 Intel mounts, right? So this one's closest to this side, this one's closest to this one's closest to that one, and this one's closest to that one. And then this is gonna go on the back of your motherboard. So before you can put this into your motherboard, you need to take out these screws from the other mount before you can take it out. So that's what I'm gonna do now. All right, so once you remove these mounts, you can lift up your motherboard and this stock back tray is coming out. You just move this over. And then you're gonna set this down. Bit. And you would just want to set your motherboard in this screw slot, or pretty much just like that. If you don't have the mount in the back in the right spot, in the right position, like I showed you earlier, obviously it won't fit through these holes. But mine fits, so there we go. It fits through the holes real good. Then you're gonna need these bits here. And you're gonna screw these down onto these little mounts. So now that's what I'm gonna do in all 4 corners. All right, so now with all the 4 mounts installed, it's time for business. All right, so with the Cooler Master cooler, you have to take the fan off. With the one that I have, I thought that it screwed on like a normal case fan, but obviously you can see that it's not gonna work. So the way that this one goes on, it pushes on like this. So to take it off, you just gotta pull it. Nothing too crazy. And make sure to take off this little label here before you try to install it. I'm gonna use this thermal paste because I already opened it, but it does come with its own thermal paste, so you don't need to go out and buy your own thermal paste. Oh, and also, I didn't show you this, but it comes with this little adapter. You just put this on there, and then you screw that down with your screwdriver to torque it down. But that aside, it's game time. So you want to put a pea-sized amount. This has little notches in here on the little thermal paste itself, so you can tell when to stop. And that's about good right now. Now you want to take the radiator without the fan and with your little thing taken off. And you want to try to guide it up here as best as you can in all four corners. And then you want to tighten it down in opposite corners with a long screwdriver, one side at a time. So if you have this motherboard, you're gonna put the fan on the CPU fan, and you can put the RGB lights on any RGB pin. You can put it over here on this motherboard, LED CPU. But this is what we're looking like so far. Don't have the RAM installed or anything, just the CPU and the CPU cooler.